All right, we're back. This is the Hollywood Entrepreneur Show. I'm David Fagan. This is Lorena Joy Stewart. She is so big, so powerful, she has to have 3 names. It's supposed to go the other way. I don't know if you noticed, but it was like the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Yeah.
Then it was just Oprah. Now she's just O.
Oh,
so it's supposed to, you got to get to the point where you're just one letter.
I'll just be L.
Yeah, eventually you should be. Like if you do this right in like 15, 20 years, you'll just be L.
Beyonce's B.
Is she?
Yeah, people call her B.
I've never seen that. That's good. That's the true mark of a successful, talented brand when you only need a letter.
I'm gonna start telling people to
one letter. By the way, Prince just became a symbol. So just keep that in mind. We're talking about your celebrity business news. Lots of fun stuff going on. Just talking a little bit about X-Files, reboots. We're talking about Fuller House. Will it work? Will it not work? Yes, I think it's crappy. Yes, I think it's terrible. But so was the original. I think they're going to find a fan base.
The original was, and it was comedy. It was
but you haven't even seen the new one. You haven't even seen the trailer yet.
I've seen the trailer.
Okay. So
and I wasn't interested in watching it after watching the trailer. So.
But that's you now. I'm telling you, there's a bunch of young people out there. There's a bunch of kids out there that they're gonna like the show. How old were you when you liked Full House?
Young. I think I was elementary, junior high.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And most of the time, you're probably even watching reruns on some of those.
Yeah, I was. 90210, Full House.
That's the same audience.
X-Files.
Just trust me on this. This is my book.
Right.
I know that it's going to be contrary to what everyone said, but as terrible as it is,
we'll see.
It's going to work. Look at all the other terrible kids shows out there. I'm telling you, it's going to work. Somebody brought up off camera that all these other shows that have failed, trying to bring back the Brady's, all these different shows that have failed. Typically they have. Here's what I think is different about this time. You got Netflix now. You got Hulu now. You've got these other places where they have their own audiences. There are more people in the world. There are more viewers, period. It only takes so many viewers to make it profitable within certain business models. Netflix doesn't have to have the advertisers. They just need people that are signing up to subscribe to Netflix. By the way, did we get her an account yet? Did we get her a Netflix account yet? Hulu, Netflix. And I want the nice account
Netflix.
too.
Okay.
Hulu, I want to spring for not the $7 account. I want to go for the $11 Hulu account where she doesn't have to watch commercials because she doesn't have time for this. Okay, I want a Hulu account in her name. I'll pick up the tab, put it on my card if we need to.
I'm holding you to that.
Okay,
you guys heard that.
We're going to get you a Hulu
Witnesses.
account. Here's something coming up on Hulu. New TV show called The Goldbergs. I'm not even going to ask if you watched it before. The Goldbergs. Here's what The Goldbergs is about. The Goldbergs is the Wonder Years of the 80s. Fred Savage, you know what the Wonder Years were?
I do.
You watched the Wonder Years? Okay. So the Wonder Years was, I gotta ask, I have to ask her. I know.
You guys see he's picking on me.
There's nobody else here. So you have the Wonder Years. It takes place in the 60s. The Goldbergs is all about everything that takes place in the 80s. So it's a lot of fun for me because I grew up in the 80s, right? So I'm pushing 40. I'm 39 years old here, so I'm almost 40. So I was born in 76. So the 80s for me, that's my thing. So a lot of things are being catered to the 80s. So it's fun for me to watch a show called The Goldbergs because every episode they are reminiscing something about the 80s. Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever. They had an episode all about the Beastie Boys.
I love the Beastie Boys.
And that phase that everybody went through. I mean, you just look at it, you laugh, and it's funny because it's nostalgic, right?
Yeah.
Well, in the last week or so, they had on an episode with Weird Al Yankovic. They did a whole thing about Weird Al. Any guess on what Weird Al is worth today? Keep in mind, Weird Al is the definition of a Hollywood entrepreneur, right? Here's the guy.
There's viewers out there that are saying, "Who's Weird Al?" You
think so?
Yeah, there's people there. There's 15-year-olds watching right now. There's 21-year-olds. There's 25-year-olds saying, "Who's Weird Al?" Can you tell them who Weird Al is?
You tell them who Weird Al is.
No, he's your favorite. Come on.
I didn't say he was my favorite. Look, so Weird Al has kinky, curly, permed hair, and he amassed a small fortune by taking the successful work of other singers and mimicking them and making parodies out of them, right? So instead of the song, this is the first one I think really made him. Instead of "I'm Bad" by Michael Jackson, "I'm Fat." Right? and by the way, a lot of his songs were turned into songs about food. Now, I don't know a lot of the songs.
Pizza?
I never bought an album, but you couldn't live through the 80s and even the 90s without knowing who Weird Al was. What's interesting to me, though, is he's still around, and he's still doing pretty well. Take a guess at how much you think he's worth.
Well, what is he still doing?
Well, he was just on this TV show, The Goldbergs, which I think is going to kind of reboot his brand a little bit.
Yeah.
I think somebody's agent was out there working a little bit, saying, "Hey, look, let's get you back in there."
His net worth, are we talking about? Or?
Yeah, what do you think his net worth is? We talk about people's net worth here, and they're usually so big. I'm guessing that you're going to guess too high.
Okay, well, so I'm gonna guess low.
Okay.
Say, for being Weird Al, I mean, making parodies, so 50 mil.
$14 million.
Okay, yeah, still too high.
Still too high. But 14, you know, and by the way, I agree with you. I'm shocked that he isn't worth more money.
Yeah.
You know, should I do the Weird Al call me thing? Call me.
Call me.
I can help you with this. You should be making a lot more money, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we just had a whole segment on supermodels.
Yeah.
And from the 80s and 90s, Cindy Crawford, Christy Brinkley, Kathy Iron's worth like billions of dollars. She does billions of dollars in sales, right? Cindy Crawford just turned 50, he's worth $100 million. Weird Al, you couldn't squeak out 50? I agree with Lorena. You couldn't squeak out 50?
Business.
There's no more songs to create parodies of anymore?
But it's not only that. What he could have done is taken his parody, what he was doing, and create a brand, create maybe funny books, or there's different things to monetize.
Okay, here you go. Here's some ideas. Maybe he did some of those things too, and they just didn't work.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We've got a segment here, and it's a brutal segment. It's called Icon or Idiot.
Oh.
Icon or Idiot.
Do we have to?
When we come back later, I think we need to do Weird Al. Icon
I want to
or
hear
idiot.
what you think.
If you can only pick one, everyone's telling me to do it now. Okay, we're going to do it now. I thought I would just build up the suspense a little bit, but you know, maybe no time to come back to it later. But no, I mean, you guys know this. We do this segment. It's brutal. There's only two ways you can go. Icon. They're going to go down in history as an icon.
Yeah.
They're going to be remembered as a certain way forever. Or idiot. They're probably going to be forgotten. There's more people that hate them than love them. And 50 years from now, we won't even know who they are.
I think icon, because the fact that you got excited talking about him says something. So,
I get excited about talking about everybody up
That's
here.
true.
If I'm not excited about them, I don't talk about them. I have that kind of power on this show.
I think being an icon is doing something outside of the box, being creative enough and audacious enough to do something that other people haven't done, and I think that's something Weird Al has done. So I say icon.
You're going to go with icon.
Yeah, and I mean, he made $14 million making parodies.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Icon.
Yeah.
What do you think?
He might be the most hated man at any Grammys.
Possibly.
Because he just ruins people's stuff.
Yeah, well, but that's what he does.
How would you feel if that was you, by the way? If you're an artist and you created this work of art and everybody loved it, is like, who cares? I made a bunch of money, whatever. Or are you mad that, I mean, do you feel like he's cheating because he's already starting with something that you created with?
Like he's building his creativity off of my creativity. Yeah. I didn't look at it that way. I mean, I made my money.
Do you
People
fault him
love
for that?
me. No. Is he original? Can he come up with his own stuff?
No, that's his whole business model.
Is, though. The thing is, he's coming up with, he's making comedy off of someone else's work. If he really wanted to, he could probably create funny stuff off of anything. That's a talent in itself.
Nah, he came up with a winning formula. Look, this is the Hollywood Entrepreneur Show.
Wait, you didn't answer.
I'm about ready to. I'm looking in the camera. I'm getting ready. I only got a little bit of time left.
I know, that's why I want
I'm
you to
going in for the kill here.
Tell our viewers.
I will, Lorena. I will. Maybe after the break. Maybe we'll hold them in suspense. No, look, Weird Al is a Hollywood entrepreneur. I think that what you find is there are a lot of people that if you really asked, I think Weird Al would love to just be a straight up musician. I think that, you know, in some ways he might even be jealous of other musicians. He'll probably never admit to that.
No.
But I think most people that have musical talent, they want to go out and they want to create their own stuff.
Yeah.
But he stumbled upon something that made him so much money, and I'm sure he had so much fun doing it. Why not do it again and again? Why not do that? I think that he should probably do more of it. He could do more of it. He could make more money with it. But I think he's probably taken a lot of heat because of it. Look, when I come back, we'll tell you.
I knew it.
Weird Al Yankovic, icon or idiot? Lorena says icon.
Icon.
50 years from now, we might even still be talking about him.
Possibly.
See, people might even listen to his music. Maybe. Who knows? Hollywood Entrepreneur. I'm David Fagan. It's William Stewart. We'll be right back.